All right, I believe we are live. Hope everyone's doing amazing. What's going on, guys? How are you? We're here. It's Monday, start of another beautiful week, and we got some Memorial Day deals that just started here on Amazon. So what I'm doing today, I'm going to run through a bunch of products that are on deal and that I have in my hand right now. I'm going to zip right through them all. If you are going to be watching live on Amazon, we got the chat room. Come say hi, hit the follow button and whatnot. I'll start the conversation off on Amazon. What is up? Come say hi. Hit that follow button. We'll just put that right into the void. All right, let's get started here. So lots of deals happening today, all this week. Again, Memorial Day is quickly approaching. Super excited about it. Great way to kick off summer. So I'm looking forward to the barbecues, grilling, hitting the beach, hitting LBI, New Jersey. Can't wait for that. It's going to be fun. My New York trip coming up as well, too, in June. So that should be a lot of fun. But let's start with the deals. Really, we got the speakers that we've been talking about the last few weeks. So these are speakers that are going to come in handy for this summer. There's a whole bunch of them on sale, and we'll just zip right through them all right now. So we got JBL speakers as well. So let's just go through them all. Of course, we got the JBL Clip 5, again on sale today, 35% off on this one. Comes in a whole bunch of different colors, super loud, water resistant, dust resistant, perfect for any party. Got the nice little clip action right there and whatnot. And then we also got the JBL Go 3. This is like their model. This is what I've been using for the past like couple of years. And I definitely been through a lot with this, to finally, wear and tear, but it still plays perfectly fine. These are all USB-C, so you can quickly charge them up. Got a nice little handle right there, so you can just put that wherever. Again, water resistance, dust plays all your favorite jams. Awesome. But if you want to get the newer model, of course, that is also on sale today for 20% off. Again, this is the newer model of the JBL Go 3, so you can get whatever color you want. So one has improved audio on here. Again, water resistant, dust resistant, comes in a whole bunch of different colors. The handle here is in the corner right now. And of course, to connect to it, you just have your Bluetooth button right there. You just hold that button down, let someone else become the DJ. And today you can save money on this one, 20% off on the JBL Go 4. Also on sale this week, we got a bunch of cameras noticing. So I started picking out products that we were going to talk about today, and I noticed a bunch of security cameras. So if you're looking to take the time to add some security to the perimeter of your house, it's a good thing to do so. We invested in our house. We have a whole bunch of cameras all over our property. We want to keep an eye on things. Also, what a lot of people don't talk about, we use it just to keep an eye on our kids in the backyard as well. You know what I mean? We boys, sometimes they get a little crazy, and I just want, especially when you have friends over, because I want to make sure all of our guests are safe at all times. If I can't be out there with them in the backyard, and they're going to be being watched regardless, but I'll have just another set of eyes where I can watch them from down here and making sure they're all good to go. But a whole bunch of deals on cameras. So let's take a look at some of those. The Ring Spotlight Cam Plus. This is from Ring. I've been a big fan of Ring for a super long time. We get a Ring camera that we've been using for so. This one's a spotlight camera, so this would be great for the out of your house. So whether it be if you have an app between you and your neighbor's house, great place to put it there. You could also put this in the yard as well. This also has a spotlight, so it has a light, as you can see. Let's take it out of the box so we can look at it. These things are really easy to set up as well. There's a little mount that connects to the back of here, so that way once it's in the mount, you can actually swivel it and actually point it into what direction you want it to point it to. So you got the lighting here on the sides, and you got the camera. If you have a Ring doorbell, it's going to work very, very to that. So you're going to be able to go into the Ring app, see the live feed. Plus, just to keep in mind, there is some you can get a subscription. I forgot what it costs these days. When I was doing it, I believe it was $30 for the year, and that's what we continue to use. But the basic idea is that, you know, when clips records, you'll be able to, you know, those clips in the Ring app, which is nice, and it gives you a nice little history. On the app, it gives you like a really cool timeline. You can like, you know, finger to see earlier in the day or previous days and whatnot. So these are great to have. Also, you got the two-way audio, so you can actually speak to whoever's on the other end. I always mess with my kids when they get home from school. So when they get out of the truck, I start yelling at them. not in a bad way. I just like start silly so they can hear me and whatnot. But I do check these cameras quite a bit. I'm guilty that when I was like laying in bed, it's late at night. Sometimes I do wake up in the middle of the night, and then first thing I do is like check the cameras. You know, it's like nothing ever appears there, but you know, it kind of gives me a little peace of mind that I could look at the backyard, I could look at the driveway, the doorbell. I could look at that as well. So I'm I'm just always checking my cameras all the time. So, or if I hear like a noise, like what was that? I gotta check real quick. And usually, most action I get is a rat that likes to, you know, open up our trash bins to see what we had for dinner that night, so that way he can also enjoy that meal that Bree has cooked. But anyway, I love Ring. You know, I'll probably show you just what it looks like just on my end, so you guys can get a feel for it. So you got a couple cameras right there. So this one's looking at my driveway. This one's looking at my front door. You know, a lot of walkers in our community. You know, parts. You know, for them. So if you don't set the zone settings, you will get like a lot of that appearing on your Ring. But one thing you can do is that you can actually modify the zones of the Ring camera. So you can set a zone so that way it would only give you a notification when someone maybe like your lawn. So you don't actually set it so that way it doesn't pick up like the sidewalk. But if you want all those notifications, you totally can and just see everyone that walks by your house. But if you just want more like a meaningful notification, I would set it to something where like it's looking at your front lawn and you can keep an eye on that. But yeah, I love the Ring cameras here. And again, this is the Spotlight camera. The Spotlight camera is on sale today for 27% off. Great deal on that. This is the Ring Spotlight Camera Plus for $109.99. Again, quick reminder, guys, hit that follow button down below. If you are watching, I've seen some people come into the room. We got a chat room, so come say hi. Let me know if you have any questions on any of these products that we're talking about today. But let's move it on along. We got more cameras. Like I said, it's all about cameras today, I believe. We got Blink Mini 2, which is their newest. I'm a big fan of the Blink 1. I've had that for a number of years. This is more of like an in-camera, so you can use this for various reasons. I've seen merchants, vendors, or even those Pokemon vendors online that use cameras like this just to kind of eye on their merchandise, make sure there's no theft going on or whatnot. But you could use this for any reason that you think is applicable to you. So these are also easy to set up as well. On the back here, there's going to be like a code. You're actually going to scan that with the Blink app. It's the covering up with my finger. So in the Blink app, you'll just scan that QR code. It'll walk you through all the entire steps. It's very, very easy. And one of the cool things is that you can actually see the feed for these cameras on your Amazon. So if you got like an Fire tablet, Amazon Echo Show, the ones that you can talk to, that has like Alexa built in, you can actually talk to it and be like, Blink, show me my front door, and then it'll show you the feed to wherever this camera is at. Because you name it whatever you want to. So if you put it in the garage, you'd be like, show me the garage door camera, and then it'll cut to that feed on your device. Love that feature. It's very, very easy to just see what's going on. Like I said in the past, I've seen people, you know, put on like their to like keep an eye out for like porch and keep an eye on all the packages that come onto their doorstep just to be sure that nothing awry is going on. So, but it also has like a space so you can modify that and change that any which way you want. We've had one in our garage, just an eye on things on there. You know, we have more raccoons that show up and whatnot. But you can set this up anywhere you want. From the previous Blink camera is that you're gonna have better audio, a camera feed as well, higher quality on the that it shows you, And all of these things are awesome too. Maybe there's other features I'm missing here. Yep, it's got the two-way audio. It's got the night vision, which is great. It's got the motion detection. So anything you can pretty much imagine is in here. And these are weather resistant, even though this is more of a indoor camera. You know, you have it outside, still going to be able to resist the elements. So fan of this. This is the Blink 2 camera, and we're talking about pricing. Pricing of this one is 50% on a Blink 2 camera. Amazing deal. So definitely look to pick that one up. They also sell these in like bulk in a sense. So you can buy the one for 50% off. See if you like it. If you fall in love with it, you can buy like 2 of these. And I do believe they have like a pack as well. So tons of options to add some more security all throughout your house. And I think we're not done here. I think we have some other cameras in the carousel as well. Let me check here. Yes, we do. So this one's from Eufy. Again, been a Eufy. This one is almost like this is an outdoor camera, but this has like a panel on it, which is insane. So it's almost like 24/7 power at all times. We have these all around our house, and I have not had to take them down and recharge them, which has been great. Has been awesome for us. So basically, we'll show you what this camera looks like. See the little solar panel right there? So this is going to use the power to keep these powered up and charged at all times. Now, we've had ours up for about like 2 years now, all around our house. And obviously, we have the weather elements. And we've had, you know, a few days where it hasn't been sunny, or those snow days in the winter. This has still been able to power through those days. And like I said, if there was a case that this wasn't getting enough power and all the battery's gone, you would have to take this down and, you know. However, us having it out there outside, it's been charging 24/7. You know, those bad weather days, even on like days where it's like it's not sunny at all, it's still been able to keep charge. There's been days where I've seen it where we've had rain for a number of days. It's been cloudy, and I would see the batteries start to deplete a little bit, but then it never went below the 1 bar, and it never just shut off, which has been great. So I high trust in these, and again, similar to like the Blink, there's an app associated with this, the Eufy security app, and I'll show you that just to show you what that looks like real. So we have a bunch of Eufy cameras all around. So I have a bunch of these feeds just going 24/7 at all times, and then I can go into them. I can clip a video clip myself, so I can start a recording live, or it gives you a history of any time it sensed motion and whatnot. So sometimes, you know, morning I'll go up and I'll check, you know, it noticed any movement at night as we were sleeping. So sometimes I check that. But I love these, you know what I mean? Especially family here. I just want to be sure that I'm doing everything I can to, you know, everyone's safe and keep our property safe and whatnot. So big of these security cameras. Let me make sure I'm not missing any other ones. By the way, that Eufy camera is 50% off, so great deal on that. They also do sell like the kits where you get like 4 of those cameras and the home base. If you want to look into that, it's well, that's what we have. So you could start out with that, and then you can add additional cameras just like this one that I just showed you, and it all works within the same network. And on a side note, very, very easy to set up as well. So definitely consider that. Let me check the camera stuff, see I'm not missing anything here. I thought there was a sale on the Wyze camera. Let me check. Guess not. All right, we'll move on. There's a sale on some vacuums. We got one on the Crosswave, the Bissell Crosswave. So Bree has used this a number of times. This is a corded vacuum that you can use on carpets and on floors. And Bree did a really, really cool demo that we will show you right now. So there it is. Let me see if I can get you a better look of it here. So there it is. She a beaut. So in this video, you're actually going to see a nice little floor demo of what this thing can do. So right now, Bree is setting up the tank here. So it's going to go in right into the Crosswave itself. So you're going to be able to use that water just to clean the actual brush that does the actual cleaning. And then for a demo, you're going to see Bree just tear up this floor. she's going to put a whole bunch of stuff on there. That's you game for us. Let's see what she puts on the floor, so that way she can show. Oh, I think that's mustard. Mustard, I think, is a little underrated condiment, by the way. I love me some mustard. So we got some mustard on there. We got some chips. Are those Ruffles or Lay's? I can't tell. This is like a mess for our two boys. So I have it running right now. She's gonna set it up, and I think we're gonna do like a 1 or 2 swipe test to show you how much it picks up in one go. These little test things are always a lot of fun to watch. So you're gonna turn it on, and there she go. You can see the brush just going right through it, just ripping right through that mess. And it almost picked everything up on the one swipe, and on the swipe back, everything's gone. Do you see how easy it was to clean that up? That's crazy. Insane. No more mustard, no more chips, all gone. So again, great upper families out there that are trying to, their home tidy. When you have kids, it's very, very to keep a clean house, and but it helps. You know what I mean? And like I said, you can use that on the hardwood floor, and you can use it on carpets as well. So great deal on that. Pricing on that looks like for today, we got 28% off on the Memorial Day deal for that from Crosswave. The Bissell Crosswave Turbo. Also, Memorial Day weekend is quickly approaching. We got to get some grilling in for the summer. This one is the Char-Broil Performance Series grill. This is a beast. I actually bought this for a buddy of mine last summer. He just moved into a new house, and I wanted to hook him up. So this is Char-Broil Performance Grill. Lots of space on this one, so you can cook all the burgers for your buddies and be able to have a nice little summer party. Nice little rack on tap. You can put additional veggies and maybe certain pieces of chicken that you get to get burnt. You got lots of space on the sides as well. This is really easy to set up. However, one thing of note that I would probably just kind of mind, a lot of these grills that you buy off Amazon, you can actually pay for the top of the grill. So if you ever put a grill together, it's hard, way beyond my comprehension of, like that. So we the first things we wanted, and I think I bought this for him too. So it came to his house. They opened the box, they built the grill for him, and it was ready to go. And I'm not sure how long it took for them. I believe it was maybe like under an hour, he said. But as soon as they left, that grill was ready to make some burgers. And yeah, I'm loving that. There's a number of grills on sale today. I would definitely look at them. Look at the Char-Broil ones, like the Performance Series. You can't go wrong with any of them. Again, grills, if you do have like a couple people in your family, everyone can get a nice little meal out of that. Space, I know some people buy certain grills for like smaller. This is probably not one of them. This is more for like your backyard and whatnot. But you get a ton of space, a lot of grilling space on there. And you got the burners as well. And then basically all you need is that propane tank. And where you are, there's like a lot of areas in the United States that have like these services. They'll come to your house and swap out the tanks for you. I love that. Otherwise, most stations have them now. So wouldn't be a big issue for that. But definitely look at those deals going on the Char-Broil Performance Series grills. Those are great. So the one I just showed you, that's on sale today for 15% off. And if you're looking to upgrade your bedroom or a guest room in your house, take a look at the Casper Sleep Mattress. These things are awesome. They're insanely comfortable. This is a bed in a box company. So this is going to be like the most you would have to do to set it up is getting it out of the box. These things are a little bit heavy depending on the size you do get. So just keep that in mind. You might need a buddy to help you bring it to the room. And I think Amazon does service. Let me check this real quick. Pretty sure they do offer it. Maybe not. But in your too. So sometimes they offer a service where they can bring the mattress to the room that you want it in, and then they'll set it up for you. And sometimes remove end of your old mattress. So if they do offer that, I recommend it. It's so worth it. But these mattresses are very, very soft. If you are setting it up yourself, you're basically all you're gonna do is take it out of the box, remove all the plastic that it came in, and then you're gonna let that thing breathe. You're gonna let that thing. So what happens is, it's gonna almost inflate in front of you. I don't even know how to do this. Science, apparently. But basically, the mattresses will then start to like take shape on your bed frame, and you can probably see it here. I kind of talked over this part in the video, but we're gonna see it again real quick. But basically, I just got the box spring right there. We're gonna cut it out, and then we're gonna just let it unroll. And then once we remove all the plastic, then you just let that thing just ding. And then it's usually ready within 12 hours. I believe they tell you to wait 24, but I don't think we waited that long. I literally think we were sleeping that same night. But this was a guest room, and the buddies I'd come over and stay for a couple days. They love it. Super comfortable on that. So there we go. That's we're just right there. And you can probably start to see it start to take shape. And then finally, I don't think even at this point in the video here, I don't believe it's fully like done. I needed another like 6 hours for it to, what it's supposed to look like. But I've on there, great night's rest. So that's the Sleep Element mattress, 20% off sale today. Memory foams. You also get a 100-night trial on there. So if it's not right for you, you can get that money back guarantee. And there's a sale happening on basically all of the mattress sizes. So the one you just saw there was a queen. The queen currently also 20% off. I think they're all 20% off. But you can get this in a twin, a full, a queen, a king, and a California king from Casper. Casper Sleep Element mattress. What else we got here? Really quick. I was talking about this a couple weeks ago, the Joy Mop. This is like her mop and bucket combo. She did a really funny demo of that. If it's still on sale tomorrow or whatnot, I'll have Bree show it to you. But those things are awesome. What else got here? Oh, we got this Wolfbox electric, like almost like a can of air, but electric and motorized. It's pretty. It's from Wolfbox. So let's unbox this. There we go. So this is like a turbo fan. This helps you clean out anything that you encounter that needs a good dusting. You know what I mean? You could use it for as like simple things like clearing out all crumbs and dirt and grime out of your keyboard, or you can use it like in a whatnot, whatever you need to get all the dust and stuff out there. So let's show you what it comes with. These things are nicely packaged. So this is the main thing, right? So this is what's gonna do. This is what's gonna produce the. But you'll have a bunch of these attachments right here. So depending on your situation and what you want to use it for, there's a bunch of things that you just attach to the front of this turbo fan. So let's see if we are charged. There we go. So right there in the back, you got your little indicator to let you know how much power is left on it. And then once we go, see, so this thing literally almost blew away my my lights have to light up this little set I got going on. So that was very, very powerful. So let's try this again. Let's try not to break the entire set here. So right there. Oh, so that's a ton of power right there. I don't know if I could turn this down. Can I? Okay, I had it on the highest setting. Insane. So you got a nice little grip here. So obviously you're not going to be dropping that anytime soon. But when you do press it, so this is like a lower. That's probably what I should have started out with, right there. So again, this is great when you are cleaning out anything, basically. I'm just see if they give you examples of what you use this for. Yeah, so dust blower, you can use it for your keyboard, your computer, your house, your car. That is a great idea for it. I should be using this for the truck. My little one have like crumbs everywhere, like in the holders, in their car seats, into like the seats. So I'll be using that for that purpose, definitely. But this is pretty cool. And these are rechargeable as well. So there's no batteries or whatnot. You don't have to plug it in. In fact, bottom here, you'll see that it has that USB-C port right there at the bottom, so you can just quickly charge it up and be on the go with this. And then again, these attachments are easily removable. You just use whatever one you want. You would think this one would be used for like balloons. Am I wrong on that? Not sure, but I'll try it. Or maybe like inflatables. So we bought like an inflatable one of those. What are those things? Those little tykes, like inflatable water slides. I would think you could use that for this, or inflatable pools, or inflatable movie screens. I'm kind of big into that right there. I don't know, but lots of uses for it. I'm sure you can imagine all the ways you can use this duster. On is currently 40% off. 40% off the Wolfbox electric air duster, available right now. Let me see where we're at right now. And really quick, there is a sale on the Leganic 10-pack mosquito. These are like little wristbands to put around your wrist to get the mosquito out of your way, so that way they're not biting you or any of that. Great sale on that. There's also a good sale on the Levoit air purifier. That's 17% off. Comes in both white and black. Love that thing. I'm a fan of all things air purifying, so we have a whole bunch of brands all throughout the house. But this one's cool. I believe it's in the garage. I'm not a garage, in the gym back there right now. So take advantage of that sale, and I believe we might be done. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, everything that I talked about is down below in the carousel, so go check it out for all the latest pricing. And we'll be back tomorrow for another live stream. Take it easy, guys. Have a great day.